So, every year it's the loaded. So they give it up. I move close to that you so damage a while ago.
Huh? So we need to find out, you see? The most, you see?
No,
Go on.
the keyboard or resolution.
So you think,
Alright, not at all. That's all that's so far now, you know, it's just one.
no, no man, I just started up and I figured out. Yeah, but it's not for anything.
Sorry, very much. Sorry about that. Is Jamaica thing going on? Let me finish up this one.
Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, so welcome back to Sir P Oval. Just let you know that it's Trelawny, women against St. Anne women. And St. Anne is batting Trelawny, feeling the first delivery went into the ball, was hit the ball for 4, and the second delivery is hit for 6. So the first 2 deliveries, my goodness me. Trelawny ball in St. Anne batting, and the first 2 deliveries goes into the boundary for. First one was 4, the second was 6. The score is 10 without loss at the Sir P Oval here. We are in the second match where it is Trelawny against St. Anne. Trelawny is bowling, St. Anne batting.
It is Clarendon Women's T10 tournament. We have Saints and women playing Trelawny women on field right now.
Whoa, that was a vicious delivery. Bouncing outside the off stump, and the batsman pulls out the weight to think about hitting, and it goes through to be taken by keeper. That was a very, very good delivery. And the score is 10 without loss.
Earlier in the over.
Hmm? No scoring is not over. Hmm? No scoring coming out yet. Okay, in she comes again. Full pitch delivery, hitting to the inside. They go through for a quick single. And the score goes on to 11 without loss. 11 without loss. Saint Anne.
Remember that sometimes you have to get the thing right to have the miserable by yourself. But we're getting sometimes.
In she comes now. Up to the wicket, bowls. Good delivery, and it hits into the onside for a single.
Look at this.
That's the first over. The score is 2 without loss after the first one.
Slide.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us back here at Serpent Over. Just to update you that Trelawny they are bowling and Saint Anne they are batting. The end of the first over, the score is Saint Anne they are 12 without loss at the end of over number 1. So it is the start of the second over. Second over by Trelawny. Score 12 without loss. And St. Anne looking quite good in the first over, hitting some lovely boundaries and looking very confident. But the Trelawny team, I know they will want to come back in this over because the scoring at 12 per over, that might be catastrophic in the end. So the bowler getting ready, number 6, and she will be bowling to the opening batter who has been very aggressive so far. She comes in now, begins to move in, passes the umpire, and she aborts her run. Dead ball signal by the umpire. The batter pulls away, looks around the field, and there seems to be something wrong with one of the players, seeking some attention from the umpire, the square leg umpire, and the coach is going on the field. Something is wrong with the player at square leg, and we have a pause in the game, and the umpire and the coach, they are looking at her. She is hopping. Right now. Okay, so that first delivery of the hover was it hit through mid-wicket into the boundary. The fielder was very slow, just going after it, and it beats her into the boundary for 4 runs. And the St. Anne women, they are looking quite good so far as the bowler comes in, passes the umpire, bowls, full pitch delivery, and it's nicely driven down to mid-on. The fielder comes across, he misses it, the ball is going towards the boundary, it goes very close to the boundary, it stops just inside the boundary, and they take 2. They're thinking about a third, but my goodness me, and the throw almost decapitated the bowler. It hits her somewhere in the shoulder. That was an aggressive return by our fielder. And 6 runs off the over so far. The score moves up to 18 without loss. And we're in the second over as the bowler turns now. Begins to move in. Looking very aggressive too. Comes up, passes the umpire, bowls, good delivery, and as he swings at it, takes it inside edge, going towards fine leg. There are no fielders around there. The ball rolls now into the boundary. 4-run signal by the umpire. And the score goes up to 22 without loss, and we are in over number 2. 22 without loss, and St. Anne team is really looking aggressive. That was a good delivery though, and the batter was very fortunate. She got an inside edge, went between the batter and the stump, beat the keeper, and goes into the fine leg boundary for 4. And then we now have the third man moving over to a short fine leg after that delivery. As she turns now, begins to move in, kicking up dust there, passes the umpire, bowls, and it's good delivery, and he hits it down to mid-on. 2 fielders converge on it, and there is no run. A precious dot ball, well bowled. And this bowler looks quite aggressive, Mr. Brown.
Yes, there's some intensity here.
Yes, you can see that she has seemed to be somebody with some amount of experience. And the way she looks, the way she sets her feel, her mannerism, her movement.
You can see that she's training.
Yes. And she turns now, top of her mark. Begins to move in, passes the umpire, up to the wicket, bowls, good delivery, nicely played. And he hits it down to mid-on. The fielder comes across, dives, and the ball goes into the boundary. 4 runs, surely the fielder should have done better with that. It goes into the boundary now, 4 runs, and the score moves up to 26. And we are only in the second over, 26 without loss. And these St. Anne batters are really aggressive.
That was a lovely shot though, you know, man.
Yes, it was really on drive. Yeah. And going into the boundary.
What's her name?
My goodness me, I haven't got the name as yet, but it will soon come up.
That shot alone tell you that she should be playing for Jamaica.
Probably she is, I'm not sure. But in comes pace bowler, get up to it, slows up a little bit, comes now, bowls, and that delivery goes down the leg side, a wide signal by the umpire, and they take 1. So that will be 2 wides, the fielder slides and throws it in, and that brings the score up to 28 it is without loss, and we're in over number 2. Indeed, they are going very well. Reminds me of the Melbourne team. I'd love to see what will happen between Melbourne and St. Anne. That should be a cracker. I tell you later on, you better come on down everybody to see what is happening here. Women's cricket at its best. And now we have Trelawny, women's team against St. Anne. St. Anne is batting as Trelawny, pace bowler, comes up to the wicket now, bowls. Full pitch delivery, and he hits it through the offside, into the boundary, 4 runs, a lovely shot. That was a cover drive, my goodness me. She hit it with disdain. She came across the wicket, and she drove it all along the carpet. Lovely shot. My goodness me, she is looking good. And the score moves on to the 30s. At the end of the over, score is 32 without loss. They are going at 16 per over in the first 2 overs. And in these 10 competition, they usually increase the score. Listen to the music in the meantime. It's at in the air, the fielder comes across and it goes into the boundary, 4 runs. Lovely shot here. And the score goes up to 36. 36 without loss. And these two batters, they are really, really aggressive. And they're putting the fielders under pressure. There's a little spin bowler that is bowling. She comes, she tosses it up to the wicket, bowls, well bowled, and he hit it through the onside, in front of square, into the boundary, 4 runs. My goodness me. In she comes, bowls, full pitch delivery, hit it through the onside, the fielder comes across, cannot get it, it goes into the boundary, 4 more. My goodness me, runs are leaking here. It is going so fast, it is 44 without loss. 44 without loss. In she comes now, up to the wicket, bowls, with delivery, the batsman swings at it, got an inside edge, it goes into the onside, the fielder comes around, and they get a single. Well fielded, and she passes the ball back quickly, and the score now goes up to 45, 45 without loss. You sure? In she comes now, bowls, short delivery. The batsman swings across the line. It goes towards behind the keeper and they go through for a quick run. The fielder comes in frustration. She hits down the stump and the ball bounces back to her, but her back is turned and the keeper came and retrieved it. And the score moves on to 45, 45 without loss. She comes again, up to the wicket, bowls, full pitch delivery, and he hits it, she hits it through the onside. That's a lovely shot, into the boundary, 4 runs, my goodness me, and that brings up the 50. That brings up the 50, and we are only in over number 3. What a lovely shot. And that's the end of the 3rd over. And the score is 50 without loss. They are going at almost 17 per over.
Let's end up the power play. The score is 50 without loss after 3 overs. So 50 without loss after 3 overs.
The names.
Remember, if you want to follow the stream, just go on YouTube and check out the Cricket Forum. So go on YouTube and check out the Cricket Forum if you wish to follow the stream, alright? But it's no the stream delayed because today I watch it live.
So we have a change in bowling from the northern end. We have completed 3 overs and the score is 50 for 3. That's same time 50 for 3. Okay, it's Jadine, and she comes in, passes the umpire, up to the wicket, bowls, with delivery, but she just hits it for, and it goes around towards the boundary, into the boundary now, and we wait on the umpire, and it is 4 runs. My goodness me, these batters are in no nonsense mood. It is 54 without loss, and we are in over number 4. First delivery of over number 4, and the score has moved up to 54 without loss right here. And St. Anne is looking really, really good. As in she comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, and she hits it towards the fielder, it between the mid-on and the mid-off, and if they come around, they get a single, and she hits the stump from that distance, but no harm done because the batter was in her crease, and the score moves up to 55 without loss, and we are in the 4th over. And we have seen some really, really aggressive batting here by our openers. One is on 21, the other one is on 32. 55 without loss. As in comes the bowler, slowly goes up to the wicket, bowl, short delivery, and she hits it for 6 over mid wicket into the boundary, and the car is in trouble. Oh my goodness me, what a shot that was! She hits it over mid wicket, 6 runs, and we saw some vehicles coming there, and they were in trouble, but fortunately for us, it went right between the 2 vehicles. 6 runs, lovely shot, and the score goes up to 61 without loss. And this is early days yet. We are in the 4th over. Remember the first match, team batting first made 60, and in 3 overs, 3.3 overs, this team is already on 61. And we are seeing some real aggressive batting here by our ladies, and they're trying to find the ball. It's gone over into the bushes, and they found it. So we will have our next delivery coming up shortly. We have some real good persons here at finding balls. But here it is, the score right here at Sir Pete over, 61 without loss. And that is St. Anne batting against Trelawny, 61 without loss. And we are in the 4th over. As the bowler turns, and she's a pace bowler, but she runs up rather slowly, and she moves in now, slows down, comes up now, past the umpire, bowl, full pitch delivery. The batsman drives at it, gets an inside edge into the onside towards mid wicket, and they get a single to take the score up to 62 without loss, and we are in over number 4. And the bowler runs back to her mark faster than she runs up when she's bowling. That's interesting, as she's trying to get the time moving. As here she comes now, begins to move in, passes the umpire up to the wicket, bowls, and the batsman walk down the pitch and hit it down to mid-on. The fielder comes around, and she went down well. 1-1, they take one. They're thinking of the second, but well done by the fielder, and they only get a single. And the score goes up to 62. It's actually 63 without loss, and we are still in the 4th over. In come bowls, wide delivery, oh my goodness, and she cracks it through the outside on the back foot. A lovely shot into the boundary, 4 runs. Oh my goodness me, they are getting above themselves now. The score moves on to 67 without loss at the end of the 4th over. 67 without loss.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the narrow. But I'll be hood forever. I'm living Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pull me back to that McDonald's. Took it to my stash spot, 560 State Street. Catch me in the kitchen like a Simmons whipping pastry. Cruising down 8th Street, off-white Lexus. Driving so slow, but BK is from Texas. Me and my bed stop, home of that boy Jiggy. Now I live on Billboard, and I brought my boys with me. Say what up in Tata, still sipping my top. Sitting courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. I be spiked out, I can triple record. Tell by my attitude that I'm most definitely from.
Nicole Amber Abigail Bryce. Bowling? No, batting. Nicole Amber Abigail Bryce. So much to do. That's the team that is batting. What's batting? The center? For the people just yeah. No, let that worry you. You know, it's just for the floor.
Okay, so it's 67 without loss at the end of 4 overs. In comes the ball, short delivery, and she hits it. It going toward the bus, and it's 6 runs. Oh my goodness me! Over mid wicket, just goes over the boundary. 6 runs. A lovely shot there. Oh my, indeed, they are going very, very well here. Excitement galore. The score moves up to 73. 73 without loss, 4.1 overs. And Campbell, she's on 43 from 14. And Abigail Bryce, she's on 28 from 11. 28 from 11. 73 without loss. And we're only in over number 5. If they continue like this, Mr. Brown, we might get 160. In she comes now, bowls, and the batsman walk, and she hits it, going towards the fielder, straight into her hands. She drops it. Oh my goodness me! She drops it. That was an opportunity for them to really get the batter out, and she was dropped on the boundary, and they get a single. Oh my goodness me! So it's Campbell. I think it's Abigail that was dropped. It's Campbell is facing now. In she comes. That's a wild delivery. Hits in the air through the fielder's legs, and it's going towards the boundary. They take one. They're coming for a second. And they get it quite easily. That was sloppy fielding there at backward square. And they get 2 runs to take the score up to 76 without loss. And we have a little bit of overcast condition here at the Serpy Oval, and lovely breeze blowing across the ground. And a bit overcast and nice and cool for the players. As the bowler turns now, begins to move in to bowl to Campbell. Comes in, passes the umpire, bowls, for delivery, and Campbell hits it straight to the fielder. And as I could have predicted, it is dropped again. Another one goes down. My goodness me, they continue like this, and she got struck somewhere. The fielder is not getting up, and we can see her teammates coming around her along with the umpire. Umpire calling for assistance, as there seemed to be some injury to the fielder. She dived across, and the ball hits her somewhere. She didn't take the catch. I'm not sure where she got struck, but the score is 77 without loss, 4.4 overs. They are going great guns here, and even the fielders are under the pump. And she missed that chance, and the ball hit her somewhere, and the coach came on, rendered some assistance, and it seemed as if everything is going to be all right. So it is 7-7 without loss, 4.4 overs. In comes the bowler bowls. Full pitch delivery. The batsman turns and hits across the line. The backward square into the boundary. 4 runs, 81 without loss. 4.5 overs, 81 without loss. 81 without loss. And that was Abigail Bryce hitting that ball for 4 runs, move up to 33. Campbell is on 46. Bowler comes in from the southern end, up to the wicket now, bowls. And that was a good delivery. It bounced on her. She was on the back foot trying to hit it through the offside. No run, and that's a rare dot ball. And that ball is really expensive here at Serpy Over. That was a rare dot ball. And that's the end of the over. And the score is 81 without loss. Abigail Bryce on 33. And Campbell, she is on 46 from 16. Bryce on 33 from 14. The score 81 without loss at the end of 5 overs.
The score reads 81 without any loss. A few drop chances, but no wickets falling. Alright, so 81 without loss after 5. You are another
if you are anywhere nearby, you need to come on down to Serpy Oval. It is Cricket Love the Cricket here. And of course, St. Anne, they are giving a display of T10 batting, going great guns. 81 without loss. As in comes the bowler up to the wicket, bowls a wide delivery, left alone by the batter, and it goes through to be taken by the keeper. Wide signal by the umpire. The score moves up to 82. 82 without loss. And we are just in the beginning of over number 6. 82 without loss. Campbell faces now as in comes bowler up, and that's a wild delivery. Going to be signal and no ball by the umpire. Yes, wild delivery. Signal no ball by the umpire, and takes the score up to 83. And it's going to be a free hit. A free hit signal by the umpire. And I can see the batter smiling. The batter did not change, so they cannot make any changes in the field. And the score is 83 without loss. We're still in over number 5. As in she comes now. Passes the umpire, bowls. Full pitch delivery, free hit. Hit through. Oh my goodness me, hit through mid-wicket. The fielder comes across, fumbles, and the ball goes into the boundary for 1. Sloppy fielding there. And that free hit went for 4. It should have only been 1 or 2. And that brings up the score to 87. And Campbell moves up to 50. 50 runs for Campbell. Well played. 18 deliveries, 9 fours and 1 6.
Oh, that's good innings by Nicole Campbell.
Yes. As in Campbell, ball to Campbell. And it's a no ball signal again by the umpire. My goodness me. It's another no ball. It's another free hit. And Campbell is smiling because she's on 50 from 19. Well played. And now she gets a free hit when she is on top of her game. Where's the bowler going to bowl this one? They're having some discussion there. Captain was speaking to the umpire, but that will not change what the situation is at the moment. It's 88 without loss. 88 without loss, 5.1 overs, and it's a free hit that will now be bowled. And there seems to be a change in bowler. Oh my goodness me, she bowled high pitch delivery above the waist, and the umpire spoke to the captain and let her know that she will have to come off for now, and that is probably might be a good thing for the Trelawny team because she was getting some stick, so it might be a good thing. And she was bowling no ball, being hit for 6, and believe it or not, Mr. Brown, only one legitimate delivery in the over so far. So let me ask a question, like how that was a free hit and it's a new bowler, will it still be a free hit? Still be a free hit against this poor bowler who hasn't bowled yet. It's unfortunate, but that's a game of cricket. And you have seen it all here as the bowler comes in and she aborts her run, turns,
Nervous, very nervous.
and she is really nervous now. Does not want to bowl to Campbell a free hit ball on 50, and it was the free hit was not her doing. But here she comes, begin to move in, passes the umpire. Up to the wicket, bowls. Good delivery, and swings at it, misses. The keeper throws the ball and hit the stump. There's an appeal, not out, says the umpire, but that was a good delivery. Can you imagine a free hit and a dot ball? That was very good. Well bowled. Might say she's nervous, Mr. Brown, but she did very well. That was a very good delivery. With Campbell really on the go on 50 from 19, and she was able to bowl a free hit ball, a dot ball. So Campbell is now on 50 from 20. As in she comes, passes the umpire, up to the wicket, bowls. Full pitch delivery down the leg side, a wide signal by the umpire. And the score moves up to 89 without loss. And we are still in the 6th over.
Yeah, that young lady, I think her name, she said that the batswoman have lime in her pocket. What does that mean, sir?
That must be for luck. It must be for luck. 89 without loss. As she comes now, bowls to Campbell. Full pitch with a level appeal for LBW ball going down the leg side. Not outside the umpire. And they scamper through for a leg by, which is now signaled by the umpire. Takes the score up to 90. But she has bowled quite well in those 2 deliveries that she has bowled. And the Campbell was on the go, but she was able to. She was actually able to keep her calm. And she beat her twice. And it is now Bryce who is facing. As in she comes, goes to Bryce. Full pitch delivery, and she hits it. There's a fielder down there coming towards it. And of course, as is expected. That was hit hard, and she spills it, and there's a single. Another opportunity goes a begging. Another opportunity goes a begging, and the team is getting flustered, and they are quarreling with each other, and that is not helping the situation. But here she comes now, and she will be bowling to Campbell. Up to the wicket. Very good over so far from her, and she hits it back to the bowler above. Bowler comes across, not able to stop it. It would have been a catch, but she couldn't reach it. It was out of her reach, and they get a single down to long on. The fielder comes across, and she feels it well, and the score moves up to 92 without loss. But I think this bowler who took over has done well so far, Mr. Brown.
Yes, he has.
Yes, and in she comes now up to the wicket. But to walk down and hit the ball through, the wicket down towards the boundary, fielder come across and stops it, and they get only a single. And I noticed that batter here, Campbell, she is treating the bowlers with disdain, walking down the pitch to the bowler and being very aggressive here and saying that I am in charge here at Sir P. Oval. It's 93 without loss. That's the Trelawny women team. They are bowling, and the St. Anne team, they are batting. And the score is 93 without loss, St. Anne, in the Clarendon T10 competition here at the Sir P. Oval in Clarendon. And we have quite a number of matches today, 4 teams involved. And we have all the better women who play cricket in Jamaica, apart from those who are away. And they are here today to showcase their talent. And I do hope some of the selectors are here, or should be here. But the score is 93 without loss, and Campbell is going great guns. She is on 51 of 22 deliveries. And Abigail Bryce, she's on 35 from 16, 93 without loss as we go into over number 7. And Campbell will be facing. She has been on 51 for some time now. She made a 50 of 19 deliveries. She has faced it's only 3 deliveries, but it looked like a long time based on how she has been going. As the bowler comes in now, bowls to Campbell. And she hits it down towards the fielder in the air. It bounces once, twice, and it's well fielded. They are thinking about a second, but the throw comes in, and it's an overthrow. The fielder missed it, that is the bowler, and they were able to come through for an overthrow for a second to add 2 runs to the score, to take the score up to 95 without loss, and Campbell moves up to 53. And she comes now. Oh, short delivery, and she hits it in the air towards the fielder, coming around, and she did well. She stops it, and they get only a single, all the way down to long on, and she gets a single, and the score moves up to 94. It's actually 95 without loss. She comes now. Up to the wicket, bowls, good delivery, hits it in the air, the fielder comes around very slowly, they take one, they're thinking of a second, but it's well fielded, and only a single, and she has a strong throw back to the bowler. Well done, fielder on the boundary, and the long on boundary there, well done. And the score moves up to 97 without loss. In she goes, oh my, that's a wild delivery, and it's going to be signaled wide by the umpire, and that takes the score up to 98. 98 without loss. And somebody saying that she's hiding the ball, but it slipped out of her hand and went down the leg side, and they get a wide. Okay, in she comes, bowls, and that ball rolls along the ground, bounces 2 times before it reaches the batter, and she hits it through the outside. 4 runs. No ball signal by the umpire. Adds salt into the wound. Brings up the 100. And at the same time, it's a free hit. My goodness me. So many things happening in one delivery. She hits it through the offside. It was a no ball that bounced twice before it reached her. And the score goes up to 104 without loss. And it's a free hit now as the bowler comes up bowls. And so outside the off stump and she hits it towards the boundary. No chance there for the field, like goes into the boundary. 4 runs. Runs are flowing here at the Sir P Oval. It's 108 without loss. 108 without loss. My goodness me, and that is not the end of the over. It is 6.4 overs, 108 without loss. And Abigail, she's now on 45. And she misses that one, swings at it, and it goes through the cape. A rare dot ball here. And Abigail Bright, she's batting very well now. She's on to 46. As in comes the bowler, passes the umpire, up to the wicket, bowls. And she hits it down towards the fielder at long on, and she comes in, they take 1. And the score moves on to 109 without loss. And that's the end of over number 7. And just to let you know that it's 100.
End of over number 7. This is Trelawny with the batting. There are 109 without loss. At the end of over number 7, Trelawny women are 109 without loss. Just a quick recap of game 1. Game 1 where Melbourne women played Jamaica under 19. Jody and Morgan got the best batting performance, scoring 32 runs and not out. And Jessica Garcia got the best bowling performance, getting 1 wicket with 7 runs. Melbourne got 2 points and Jamaica under 19 there on 0 points.
And it hits it out into onside for a single.
So that's the best batting and bowling performance for game 1. Captains are asking you to leave the music booth, the DJ booth, so that you can have a quick interview with the organizer. Alright?
Which team fielded?
Alright. And she hits this one high and hard over backward square into the boundary. 6 runs. What a lovely shot that is. Indeed, Fenton, they are on fire here at the Sir P Oval. My goodness me, we can't even keep up with the scoring. This is excellent T10 batting by our ladies. We're talking about 6 and 4s galore all over the place. Not many singles, they don't need to. And the score moves up to 116. 116 without loss.
Adding to the plan of the Senton women's team. Just want to say that the sponsors for today's games are Cricket Hall of Fame, JCA, that's the Jamaica Cricket Association, and West Indies Cricket Development Academy, who wish to become a sponsor of Stephen Mr. Julian Miller, who is the organizer for today's activities. This is the Junior Miller Women's T10 48 hour pilot. It's good, a good exhibition of senior cricket in Jamaica on show. The teams on display so far have been Melbourne, Jamaica under 19, Trelawny, and St. Anne, who are yet to provide.
So it's 116 without loss. And it is Campbell who is facing. As the bowler comes in past the umpire, bumping ball. She hits it in the air towards the fielder, and she was not able to catch it, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because it's a no ball signal by the umpire, and they get a single, so 2 added to the score to make it 118 without loss. 118 without loss, as the bowler is anxious to bowl again, and she gets ready now. And she comes ball, and my goodness me, that's a wide delivery down the leg side, and the bowler covers her face, and the score goes up to 119 without loss. It's a no ball signal by the umpire, free hit. 119 without loss. It's a free hit. Initially wide signal, change a no ball signal, and indeed we are in for a run feast here at the Serpy Oval. As in she comes now, up to the wicket, balls to Abigail Bryce, and she swings at it, and she misses, and they get a single. No signal from the umpire, so it's a single. It's a single to Bryce, and she goes up to 48, and she's narrowing in a 50 there. As in comes bowler up to the wicket now, and she bowls down the leg side, and the batter hits it in front of square. They take one, and that's well fielded, and the score moves up to 121 without loss. Things going fast and furious here. 121 without loss. And the batter is Abigail Bryce. As in the bowler count, bowls to Bryce, floated delivery, and she hits it out of the park. My goodness me, that is going, it's gone. 6 runs, a lovely shot there. That was a magnificent shot, and that brings up her 50. That brings up the 50 for Abigail Bryce. Lovely shot there. She moves on to 55 from 26 deliveries, 6 fours. Lovely in India, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, a brilliant shot. You know, she hit it hard.
And the score goes up to 127 without loss.
Yes.
And we still have 2.1 overs to go.
We're only in over number 8. One to come in over number 8.
Yes, yes. My goodness me.
Good
This is very good
So
batting.
correction to a statement being St. Anne is actually batting.
Yes.
Trelawny is in the field.
Okay. Oh wow. Trelawny was happy to hear what you said. It's 127 without loss. And it is Abigail Bryce who's facing the bowler now. Past the umpire, bowls a full pitch delivery, and she hits it for, that looks like 6. It's hit right on the rope. 6 runs. A lovely shot again. 6 more. 133 without loss. And that's the end of over number 8. 133 without loss. Oh my goodness me. It is runs, runs, and more runs. And Mr. Brown, you only have 2 overs to go. Any predictions, sir?
I think they'll get
150. Okay. I'm going to push the button and say 160. Alright, so let us see. That's too much, right? Okay. With what is going on, remember you're just talking about the death, the last 2 overs, and if they have been going so far, remember they have lost no wicket. And the only way they'll make 150 is if they lose a wicket or 2. But if these 2 stay there, I can guarantee you we're going to get at least 160. But let us see. The score is 133 without loss, 8 overs. Abigail Bryce 61 from 27, and Campbell, she's on 60 from 26. Bryce has passed her now. My goodness me, she's going great guns. She has been getting most of the strike, but the strike is balanced. 27 and 26 deliveries, 61 and 60. Oh my, they're going even Steven at this time, Mr. Brown. Okay, it's 133 without loss. And Campbell will be facing, she has faced 26 deliveries so far. She has scored 60 runs. And Bryce, she has faced 27 deliveries and she has scored 61 runs. So they are basically even Steven at this time. 133 without loss. As the bowler takes a long run up. Begin to move in now. Passes the umpire up to the wicket. Bowls to Campbell. Full pitch delivery. She hits it into the onside. And they take an easy single. And Abigail seemed not to be interested in that single at all. But they got a single. The score goes up to 134 without loss. And we're in over number 9. In she comes now. Bowls to Abigail. And she plays it down the leg side. And it's well fielded there. There's no runner. We're commodity a dot ball again. 134. 134 without loss. In she comes now, bowls. Full pitch delivery outside the half stump, and she swings at it, misses, goes through to be taken by the keeper. The keeper throws it back, and they think of stealing a single, but it was well backed up on the offside, and there's no run.
I have a challenge, sir. I want to pick your brain. Do you think that they both batsmen will come knock out?
Somehow I feel that one is going to get out. I'm not sure which one, but I just have that. I just have that feeling. Mhm. But if she doesn't, they'll get 160. But in comes good over so far, and she aborts her run. Have to turn back to the top of her mark, and all the way, lots of energy wasted there.
Was a young lady who was right below us, making all that nice.
Oh, that's her?
Yes.
You sure? Okay, so she'll bowl very well then, because she talks well. So let us see. As she comes in now. Okay, there. Oh, up to the wicket now, bowls. Short delivery outside the off stump, and the batter hits it back to the bowler, well fielded. So she's doing well so far, Mr. Brown. She's backing up the talk. Yes, 4 deliveries so far. Good over so far. And she turns now.
But her first over went for 22.
Yes, yes. She was really taken to the pump, to the cleaners. As in she comes now, up to the wicket, bowls. Good delivery. And well played. That's a magnificent shot. She hits it through the offside with disdain. The bowler cannot believe. No one can believe. It is 4 runs. That was a magnificent shot. And that was done by Abigail. My goodness me. She stood up tall. I think it's, who hit that ball? That's Campbell? No. It looked like Bryce. It was Bryce who hit that one. It was a lovely shot. She hit it through the offside, all along the ground. That was a test match shot. This is not a T10 shot. That was a lovely shot. The bowler comes in now. We're just praising her. Up to the wicket now, bowls. Short, and she hits it into backward square. It bounced once, twice, into the boundary, 4 runs. And Mr. Brown, we were just praising the bowler for 4 good deliveries, and then she was hit for 4 and 4.
I think she does more with her charging than her actual
Oh, okay, so it's I will not comment. 142 without loss, 1 over to go, and I seem I'm going to lose the bet about anybody getting out, but I think I'll still win about the 160. 1 over to go, 142 without loss, and I know they're going to put everything in it now. But can they really do much more than what they've been doing? They've been doing extremely well. I am going to think that this is going to be an 18-run over. Well, to be honest, T10, she's not a bad bowler, and I think there's a future for her. And she loves her game, and she's very enthusiastic about the game, and I love that. Okay, so we have our sponsors here for this, Mr. Miller. Clarendon cricket competition sponsored by the Jamaica Cricket Association, the Cricket Hall of Fame, and the West Indies Cricket Development Academy. So that's the West Indies Cricket Development Academy, the Cricket Hall of Fame, and the Jamaica Cricket Association. Okay.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, this is wonderful. As it's the final over. And in comes the ball up to the wicket, and she bowls to Campbell. She hits it in the air. Fielder coming towards it. She did not reach it, and they take 1. They're thinking about the second, and they should get it quite easily. And perhaps the fielder should have tried just to stop the ball rather than to try and catch it, because I don't think it makes much difference now, and it would have been better off saving the run than trying to catch that, because she was nowhere near it. 144. Bowler? Okay. So it's Selena White. That's the bowler. And she's coming in, and she will be bowling to Campbell. She passes the umpire, bowls full pitch delivery, and Campbell hits it in the onside, well fielded, and they're going through for a single. It could be out, and she's safe, said the umpire, and they get a single. That was well fielded by the fielder there. She stopped it, was hit hard to her, and she made a good throw. I think the bowler might have been a little bit slow in getting the ball onto the stump. Not out, says the umpire. So, yes, sir. Okay. White up to the wicket now. Bowls a good delivery, and it takes the inside edge, and they're going through for a quick single, which they will get quite easily. The fielder throws the ball, it passes the bowler, but it was well backed up, and they only get a single. She's a highly rated bowler. Is this her first over?
Second.
The second over.
Yes.
Okay. So that's white.
None for 16 from 1.3.
1.3 over, none for 16. But so far, so good in this over. She bowls full pitch delivery and it hits down to long on, and the fielder comes across and she knows she's going to field it, and they get a single. She bowls in the return and it's just a single. Very good over so far, but that was the same case with the previous over and the last two deliveries after we praised them. Let's see what will happen. It's 147 without loss. You did say they'll make 150, and I said 160. Look like you'll be closer than I am. But let's see. Let's see. In she comes now. Why? Good delivery. And she tries. Oh my goodness me. I'm not sure what she tried there. She tried to do a reverse sweep, or is a dill scoop. And I'm trying to really look fancy here. And after all of that, it is really a dot ball. So the score remains 147. They might not even make you 150, Mr. Brown, that we're talking about. Not to mention my 160.
Clearly, she has not practiced that shot often enough.
Right. As in comes White. Up to the wicket now. Bowls to Abigail. She drives it into the offside. They take one. They're thinking about a second. No, that's it. And that's in. That will be the end of the inning. 148. 148 without loss of 10 overs. 14.7 is the run rate. Well done. Well done by St. Anne. So, just to remind you that our sponsors, Jamaica Cricket Association, Cricket Hall of Fame, and the West Indies Cricket Development Academy. That's the Jamaica Cricket Association, Cricket Hall of Fame, West Indies Cricket Development Academy are our sponsors today. We want to thank them very much. And of course, this competition is organized by Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller, who is giving back to his community and to Jamaica, and for organizing these matches here today. We want to thank Mr. Miller so very much for his contribution to cricket and to women's cricket in particular. So that's the end of the inning. It's 148. 148 it's rounded up to. It was 146, saying 148 without loss, with Campbell 65 not out and Abigail Bryce 71 not out. 71 from 35 and 65 from 30. These two young ladies did extremely well, and Trelawny is going to have their work cut out for them to score 149 in 10 overs. We're talking about consistent batting, but we never can tell. Let us wait and see. Just to update you that the first match was played between the Jamaica under 19. They played against Melbourne. They made 60 for 5 in their 10 overs, and Melbourne made 61. It was 61 without loss. Okay? And the current point standing, Melbourne on 2 points, and Jamaica under 19, they are still on 0. And the most runs in the overall game was 32 not out by Jodie and Morgan, and Jessica Garcia, she took 1 for 7. She was the most economical bowler. So we are going to take a break now as we get ready for the reply from Trelawny to St. Anne.
And real quick, just to let you guys know that cricket is not only bat and ball. Cricket is the entire game. Those people, you can't play without them. The scorers, you can't play without them. The commentators, every single area is cricket. So if you make it with bat and ball, you can make it somewhere. So consider that. At this time, because of time limit, first game. Congratulations to Melbourne. I want to also congratulate under 19 for taking the shine off the ball. Yeah, you get to bring the trophies down here. I like to congratulate you. And you see how many trophies? Look at decided it so. Next year, hip hop is big. Alright? Real quick because of time essence. I was in the process of congratulating under 19 for taking the shine out of the ball. And that's the first time they'll be back. So they have 2 more opportunities to beat Melbourne. Anyway, I don't think so. Mr. Isham, I don't think so. Anyway, they're going to try. So at this time, the people who make it happen, Jessica Marcia. Jessica Clarendon. Let's bowler for the first game. Best economic, 1 to 7. And also Julian Morgan. That's the lady with the back. Move right. And she get her award. And this, how much we get? 32, 64 coming off the back next time around. So we will see us again because this goes on everything, so you'll hear more from me. Alright? So hopefully you guys feel better. But somehow we got from what was so tired. So when we grow so now I'm trying to but I don't stay here. Tell me what you need to hold me. We can be we purposely oh girl, why? I had no choice. What was there for us? Was to turn me up and be now we try again. But my seats are waiting in the movie. And I'm not proud of my day. It's all uptown, no consoling. But every song I go to, living in the back of what stays all my friends and I will tell you we don't care. We got a Cadillac in our dream, but everybody's like crystal. Hey, back time and don't you tell
So you ready to set up the next match, man?
Hmm?
You ready to set up the next match?
No. I'll watch again. Who will play the next match? Melbourne and one of these teams have to play. Okay, so welcome back to Serpy Oval. Still hearing some noise, you'll soon hear gone. Welcome back to Serpy Oval, where St. Anne, they made 148 without loss in their 10 overs, and Trelawny will now be chasing, they need 149 to win. Okay, so welcome back to Serpy Oval, where the news is that St. Anne batted first and they made 148 without loss in their 10 overs, with Campbell getting 65 not out and Abigail Bryce getting 71 of 35 deliveries. So they need 149 to win. That's Trelawny. And we're about to begin now. And she comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, good delivery. Takes the batsman on the batter on the leg, and they go through for a leg bye. So it's a leg bye. So let us see if St. Anne will bowl as well as they batted.
And umpires on field are Ashley Clark and Rohan Brown. Once they give chance to them for doing a good job so far. Garnet Smith and Kevin Brown did game number 1.
In she comes now. Oh, and she aborts her run.
Score is 1 without loss of the batters and bowlers for Stanton and Trelawny for the first half of this game. Here is opening the bowling for Stanton.
So it's Abigail Bryce. She comes in now, passes the umpire, bowls, full pitch delivery, the batter swings at it, misses, it goes through to be taken by the keeper. Good delivery there, outside the off stump, testing the batter, and she makes a swing, misses it, and there is no run. And she missed it because she didn't come across. She was just swinging at it, and it was outside the off stump. Let us see what will happen. You notice when St. Anne batted, the batters were coming across and getting behind the ball. So, here comes Bryce now, and she aborts her run, misses her run there. Dead ball signaled by the umpire. And the score remains at 1 without loss. Abigail Bryce again begins to move in, passes the umpire. Up to the wicket, bowl, short delivery, wild delivery, wide signal by the umpire. She dropped it almost at her toe and it bounced above the head of the batter. And a wide is signaled by the umpire to take the score up to 2 without loss. And there is facing. The batter is there that is facing. And of course, it's Abigail Bryce who will bowl into there. 2 without loss. As Bryce turns at the top of her mark, begins to move in, passes the umpire now, up to the wicket, bowls, full pitch delivery, and the batter swings at it, misses, and it goes through to be taken by the keeper, another dot ball. And the score remains at 2 without loss. Deer is facing, and Abigail is bowling. Score is 2 without loss. That's Abigail Bryce. She batted very, very well. And now she is in the bowling. Opening the bowling. Here she comes up to the wicket, bowls, good delivery, swings at it, the batter goes through to be taken by the keeper, well taken by the keeper. And my goodness me, after batting so well, they're keeping it real tight here at the Serpy Oval. 2 without loss. We're still in the first over. Bowled by Abigail Bryce, and she's bowling to Dare. My goodness me. The score is 2 without loss. As Abigail Bryce turns, comes in, passes the umpire up to wicket bowls. Good delivery outside the off stump, bounces, and the batter could not do anything. It goes through to be taken by the keeper. Very good delivery there. It bounced outside the off stump, and you could see the batter trying to hit it through the offside. And then she was surprised by the bounce, and there is no run. The score remains on 2 without loss. As the batter turns.
So again, if you want to get to the
Top of the
stream,
mark.
just check the cricket forum on YouTube.
And
You
she
can
comes
get the
now.
stream, right?
Passes the umpire, bowls. Outside the stump. That should be a
You want
wide.
to see
Wide
the
signal by the
players in
umpire.
action. You
Wide
want to
signal by
download
3.
replay,
No,
check the umpire's decision and watch that shot again. You can
so it
check
is
the
3.
cricket forum on YouTube.
That's 3 without loss now. Good over so far, apart from the 2 wides bowled. Quite aggressive. She is a full cricketer. You can see that she's an experienced cricketer. Turns now. Begins to move in. Passes the umpire up to the wicket bowl. That's a wild delivery outside. That's a wide again. I'm not sure what is happening. She has lost her radar. She was bowling so very well. And the score moves up now to 4 without loss. Remember,
So
the
in the
required rate
first
is over
innings,
14.
Abigail made 71 from 35 balls, 8 fours, and 4 sixes, a strike rate of 202. So we get enough information now we can chat. Nicole Campbell also opened with her.
In she comes now, bowls, full pitch delivery down the leg side, beats the keeper. It's going towards the boundary. Wide signal by the umpire. The fielder comes on, she cut it off before it reaches the boundary and get 2.
But we'll get 3 because of the wide. So Nicole Campbell is listed as a captain here, made 65 from 30 deliveries, 9 fours and 2 sixes. Going to the bowling card shortly.
In she comes now, Bryce. Passes the umpire, bowls. Wide delivery outside the off stump. It's a wide signal again by the umpire.
Scorecard, Selena White 2 overs for 18 runs. Dear Janelle, 2 overs for 29. Anisha Mill, 1 over for 18. Jadine Banks, I'm not sure if these names are first or last, but I'll call them as I see them here. Jadine Banks, 1.5 overs for 21.
In she comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, and that's full pitch delivery outside the off stump. The batter swings at it, misses again, and there is no run, and that's the end of the over.
0.1 overs for 7 runs.
So that's the end of the over, and the score is 8 without loss of the first over, 8 without loss, the Trelawny team.
Yes. Alright, so the surnames are first for the bowling card, but Selena White is not like that. So fix it up for me to go for us so we can stop confusing the crowd, alright?
I know.
Alright, cool. So 148 made by Central Women. Trelawny Women are 7 runs without loss after 1 over. They require another 142 in 55 deliveries. Well, 54 now.
Mm-hmm.
The scorecard they're all over the place. So some are first name first and surname that. And me know them. Some of them. So me know say the name.
I guess because more than one person put it in, and more than the person who are uploading it.
They're not checking them on them.
Yeah, because if it was one person that put it in, it's easy. You understand?
Yeah.
But who you just call it how you see it, how you think.
I know, I was just trying to exactly as overseas.
Okay, so that was the first delivery from the new bowler, and it hits into the offside square. There's no run, and the score remains on 8 without loss. We're in the second over. In she comes now. passes the umpire bowls, and she hits it high and hard. It's going towards the boundary, into the boundary now. 4 runs, lovely shot. Frozen, eh? 7. Frozen. It's frozen.
Just a while ago.
So I guess you're here for the first time today. This is the Junior Miller Women's T10 Cricket Fun Day at Sir Pease Oval. The 4 teams participating are St. Anne Women, Melbourne Women, Trelawny Women, and the Jamaica Under 19 Women. Game 1 is still between Jamaica Under 19 and Melbourne. Melbourne won that game, and this one is being contested between Trelawny and the St. Anne. 149 is the target, and Trelawny currently 13 without loss.
In association with Taximan Mobile Sound Class.
Wow, that's a lovely shot. She hits it through the onside, in front of square, into the middle wicket boundary. 4 runs. So the score goes up to 22 without loss. That's Trelawny in response to St. Anne 148 without loss. And we're in the second over. And she counts bowls, and that's a wide signal by the umpire, delivery down the leg side. And it is Suzette Kisto, who is bowling from the southern end, and she is bowling to Janelle Dare, who is not yet off the mark. So the score remains 22 without loss. 23, sorry, without loss. It's in she comes now. Passes the umpire, bowls there. Outside the off stump, and she hits it through the onside, going towards the boundary. Fielder comes around, cannot get it, goes into the boundary, 4 runs. And the score goes up to 27 without loss. 27 without loss, and there she's not yet off the mark. It is Christine McKenzie who actually hit that ball. So she's on 17. And the score is 27 without loss. She comes now, passes the umpire up to the wicket, bowls with delivery, back leg on the back foot, turns it down to short fine leg, and they get an easy single as the fielder comes around, stops it cleanly, but the throw was really a weak throw, slipped out of her hand, and the score moves up to 28 without loss at the end of over number 2. We have a change in bowling. So the score is 28 without loss, as in she comes. Oh my goodness me. That's a wild delivery. It went miles into the sky and just back to the keeper. No ball signal by the umpire. My goodness me. It is now 29 without loss. That was one of the funniest deliveries I've ever seen. It slipped out of her hand. I think she's trying to bowl leg break, Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Are you not sure?
Let's see.
All right. She's going to try again. 29 without loss. As she comes up, bowls a little bit better, but down the leg side, and it's got the edge of the bat. It goes towards the boundary. Touch the glove of the keeper too. They take one. They are going for a second, and that second one is well taken. 2 runs, nothing signal. That could have been a catch. It was actually a mischance by the keeper, and they got 2 runs to take the score up now to 31 without loss. In she comes now, bowls, interesting action, edges again down towards the slip. Third man comes around and stops it, and they get a single. Very interesting action here by this bowler, but that was a good delivery, and the score goes up to 32 without loss.
She has something about her.
Yes, and Mackenzie's on 21. There is not yet off the mark.
At the end of the match, I take down this. At this match. That's so we can get some cool breeze now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah?
You need it.
No man, the sun done, man.
Right, let's see.
Yeah man, at the end of the match.
In she comes now. Past the umpire. Boy, that's another wide delivery. And that is signal another no ball. And it's a free hit. So the score goes up to 33. And I think they're going to take her out of the attack because she has bowled 2. Even though
2 full pitch delivery or 2 fast full pitch delivery.
I think it has to be threatening the batter. And I don't think any of those had any chance to threaten the batter. So I think that the umpires are a bit harsh in this case.
It will be interesting to see what you think in the comment. Are they applying the rule properly?
So it's a new bowler that's going to take over. And it seems like it is Bryce. It passes the umpire, bowls, good delivery outside the stump, and she hits at it, edges it, going towards the boundary. They take one. They're thinking about a second, and they're going through for the second, and the throw is very, very, very weak, and they get 2 quite easily to take the score up to. The score goes up to 35 without loss. 35 without loss, 2.2 overs. They have not lost any wicket. I mean, the run rate is. Not anything near what is required, but so far they have lost no wicket, and that is good for Trelawny. And Bryce was taking over the over because the previous bowler bowled 2 high no balls. As in she comes now, passes the umpire, bowl short outside the stump, and she hits it, finds the gap, and the ball goes toward the boundary. The fielder comes around, have no chance. It goes into the boundary now. That's a lovely shot. 4 runs. And the score goes up to 39 without loss. And there is on 6 now. And Mackenzie, she's on 21. That's Bryce. Now comes in and the batter pulls away. And that's a dead ball signal by the umpire. Abigail Bryce now passes the umpire up to the wicket, bowls. Full pitch delivery, the batter swings, hits it through the fielder. She dives forward and just misses it, and they take a single. And that's well done by the fielder. She dived forward and just missed it by probably an inch. That was a very good effort by the fielder. Quite athletic young lady. A very diminutive figure. So the score now moves on to 40. 40 without loss. And we're in the third over. So the required rate has increased, but they're doing quite well so far. Trelawny 39 without loss. As Bryce comes in now. Passes the umpire, bowls. Good delivery. And she's bowled him. Oh, she's bowled. Middle stump knocked out of the ground. That was a beautiful delivery. Pitched on her about leg stump and moved back and knocked the middle stump out of the ground. My goodness me. She is bowled all over the place. And the score moves on to 40 for 1. She's bowled. That was a beautiful delivery by Abigail Bryce, and she is really quite a good cricketer.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. I love fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire. Filled with catastrophe, she knows she can fly away. She's got both feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Oh, she got her head in the clouds and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire.
Come on, to cover this section of the ground for you, know?
Do you want to take that one?
Eh?
Want to take that down?
Yeah, at the end of the match.
It's well tied up.
Eh?
It's well tied up.
That's what I realize. I wonder if we should just get a knife and cut it.
We have a new bowler now coming in, left arm spinner, and that's a delivery on the leg stump or outside the leg stump. The batter swings at it. They take one, they're going for a second. It could be a run out, and she is run out. Run out there. My goodness me, she is run out. And that's the young lady who was down here talking, Mr. Brown. That's your friend who was run out. So it is 2 wickets down. That was just a waste. I don't, not sure why they took a second one there. I went for a second one, but that's run out. So it's 41 for 2.
Filled with catastrophe, she knows she can fly away.
The duck bird though, its par score now is 42. And we have a new batter there now. She'll be facing the left arm spinner. She passes the umpire now, bowls. Full pitch delivery. She hits it down towards mid wicket and she takes an easy single, walks down to the other end and looks like Miss Right there. Is that right, Mr. Brown? Batter? Looks like her. Alright. So the score moves on to 42 for 2. And you can smell the aroma of the food right down here at Sir P. Come on down, everybody. The crowd is building nicely. As in she comes up to the wicket, bowls. The delivery Batter forward, push on the offside, thinks about a single, but it's well fielded, no run. The score remains on 42 for 2. And we are in over number 4. As our leg spinner, orthodox left arm spinner comes in now. Passes the umpire, balls, good delivery, but it's down the leg side, a wide signal by the umpire, and the batter made a big swing at it, and she got no contact. It went through to the keeper, and the signal wide takes the score up to 43 for 2. And we're in over number 4. As she turns now, passes the umpire, balls, delivery, the batter pushing the outside in the air, bounce just in front of the fielder, and no run is taken. So the score remains on 43 for 2. And she comes now. Passes the umpire, balls, good delivery, but well played, hits down to long on, and they take an easy single. And the score moves on to 44 for 2. She comes, bowls. And she's bold, Oh God, her stumps are woodwork, knocked over, leg stump, knocked out to the ground. That's a delivery, good delivery, pitched on leg stump, and the batter swung across the line, and she is bold. That's 3 wickets down now, 44 for 3, and we are in over number 4. 44 for 3, that was well bowled. As in she comes now, passes the umpire, balls, full pitch delivery outside the off stump, the batsman swings at it, and it goes through to be taken by the keeper. And the score is 44 for 3. It's 44 for 3. In she comes now, passes the umpire up to the wicket, balls, full pitch delivery, and she hits it through the outside, a powerful shot into the boundary, 4 runs. My goodness me, not a fieldsman move, not a batsman move, into the boundary, 4 run signal now by the umpire, and the score goes up to 48 for 3. And this is our second match here. First match was played between the Jamaica under 19 women and Melbourne won by 10 wickets. But in she comes now, passes the umpire, balls outside the off stump, and that one bounced, and the batter came, swings at it, and it went over the top of the bat and into the keeper's glove. No run. The score remains 48 for 3. In she comes now, just making sure she has her run up properly, and here she comes, begin to move in now, and she aborts the run, marks her run up again, not too sure what she's doing, but she's ready now. And she passes the umpire up to wicket, balls outside the off stump, wide delivery, wide signal by the umpire, and the bowler is not pleased with herself. You could see her there by her gestures that she's not pleased with herself there, bowling a wide and giving away a single to take the score up to 49 for 3. As she turns now, gets the ball, and she's about to bowl. And the batter is ready. And all is ready here at Sir P Oval. And the lunch is also ready. As in comes, she comes, passes the umpire, bowls, full pitch delivery. She flicks at it down to short square, and they get a single. Well judged single. And that brings up the 50 for Trelawny in response to 148 made in 10 overs by St. Anne. And this will require some doing. So the score is 50 for 3, and we're in over number 5, that's halfway. As in she comes now. Passes the umpire, bowls. That's a wild delivery outside the awesome. Would have been a wide, but they went for a single. And there's a mix-up here. There could have been a run out, but she threw to the wrong end. And that's it. After all that action, nothing happening. Just a dot ball in the scorebook. That was a wide delivery. Had the batter left, it would have been called a wide by the umpire. She hit it to the fielder. They went through. They were going through for a single, but it was well fielded, and they turned back, no run. The score remains on 50 for 3. Wide delivery again. And it's wide outside the awesome, not signaled by the umpire. A legitimate delivery. That one was close, Mr. Brown. Say you run things. Okay, so we're back here at Sir P Over with the score 50 for 3. At the end of 5 overs, in she come ball, hits it through mid wicket into the boundary, now 4 runs. That was a lovely shot. It was asking to be hit. It was thrown up in front of the batter, and she hit it into the boundary for 4 runs. Takes the score up to 54. In she comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, a good delivery, and she plays at it outside the awesome, goes through to be taken by the keeper, and the score remains at 54 for 3. Score is 54 for 3. And she comes now. Passes the umpire. Up to the wicket. Bowls. Good 54 for 3. And we're in over number 6. This is going to be a difficult uphill task for Trelawny. We knew that from St. Anne scored 148, which is a formidable score here in a T10 match. As in she comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, full pitch delivery. She hits it high in the air. The keeper's coming around, fielder's coming around, and she takes the catch. That's a very good catch. It went high in the air. No ball signal by the umpire. No ball signal by the umpire, so not out, because that delivery was too high, and the batter hit it high in the air. The fielder came around, took a very good catch, but in the end, it was a no ball. So therefore, nothing happened after all of that, and the score remains on 55 for 3. Alright, so go back then.
5 point something overs have been done already. In pursuit of 149, Trelawny is struggling at 56. going into, this is what, the 6th over.
In she comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, and that one is hit over square leg. It goes into the boundary, 4 runs. That was a lovely shot. She was on the back foot and she pulled it over square leg into the boundary, 4 runs. And that takes the score up to 60 for 4.
No vegetable, darling. Just the chicken. Chicken and rice. What is it?
She comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, and that's a good delivery, and she pushes into the offside. They're thinking about the single. She's halfway down the pitch and she has to hurry back, and there is no run. So the score remains on 60 for 4, and we are in over number 6. 4 overs and a few deliveries to go. 60 for 4, and they're trying to reach 149. And this is a mammoth task here as it becomes dimmer and dimmer by each delivery. Here comes the bowler. Turns, batter have different ideas. He comes up, bowls, wide delivery down the leg side. It beats the keeper, it beats everybody, and it goes into the boundary now. 5 wides, 4 signal by the umpire plus the 1, so it's 5 runs in 1 delivery without the batter touching the ball. And that will help Trelawny as the score moves up to 65 for 4. And he comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, and that's a good way to put it outside, and they push it through the outside and they get a single. And that's a single, and that moves the score up to, the score moves up to 66. So that's the start of over number 7, and in she comes, bowls outside the off stump, and the batter drives at it, misses it, goes through to be taken by the keeper. The score remains on 66 for 4. She comes now, passes the umpire, bowls outside the off stump, and she hit it through the onside. They take 1, it beats the fielder. They're thinking about the second and they're going through for it, and they come and they get it quite easily. 2 runs to the total. That was well run. She took it from outside the off stump, hit it through the onside, and was able to get 2 runs. And the score goes up to 68 for 4. In she comes, passes the umpire. That's a wild delivery. That is signaled no ball by the umpire, and that's going to be a free hit. It's a no ball signal, and it's going to be a free hit. Probably forget. Comes now, bowls, and it's down the leg side, and she hits it into the boundary. 4 runs. Lovely shot. And that takes the score into the 70s now. 73 for 4. We're in over number 7. And things are not going too well for Trelawny here. They are scoring much better now, but in terms of the required rate, it's very difficult for them to get. But let us see. In she come now, passes the umpire, bows outside the off stump and behind, hit it well fielded, that square leg. That was a good fielding. Went straight to her and she stopped it well, threw it back to the keeper. No run, a dot ball. And in T10, you know that a dot ball is a precious commodity. So, indeed, the St. Anne team, they have done very well so far. In she comes now, begin to move in, passes the umpire, bowls, full pitch delivery outside the off stump. The batter leaves it alone, nothing signaled by the umpire. She was hoping to get a wide. Can you imagine you're chasing 148 and you just leave a delivery and give a dot ball to the opponent? That is interesting. I don't think that batter is concentrating. But in comes the ball now, turns, passes the umpire, up to the wicket, bowls, outside the off stump, and that would have been a wide, but the batter is on her back foot and cracks it into the offside. She takes a single, she's thinking of a second, they're hesitating and it's thrown it to the keeper, and the keeper misses it. She would have been out by a mile, and they got 2 runs, which should have been a run out, but the keeper missed it. The batter dived in, but she would not have reached there, and the score goes up to 75 for 4. 75 for 4 at the end of over number 7. So 7 overs completed, 75 for 4. And okay, that was a long break, the end of the 7th over. We're in the 8th over now, that's going to begin now. And the score is 75 for 4. 3 overs to go. The bowler begins to move in, passes the umpire, comes up to the wicket now, bowls, and it's hit through the offside, it goes towards the boundary. The fielder turns, she will not catch it today. I have my doubt about tomorrow, not to mention next week. Into the boundary, 4 runs, and the score moves up to 79 for 4. And the batters come across and touch bat, yes. And they are doing quite well, but the score that St. Anne made was a mammoth total. And they should have restricted them to less. They dropped a number of chances, they missed a number of chances, and that made it worse for them. But in she comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, and that's good delivery. The batter is on the back foot, pushes it into the offside. It's fielded, there's no run, the score remains. And 79 for 4. We're in the 8th over. And it's going to be very difficult now for Trelawny to come back. They will have to do that in their match against one of the other teams. But in she comes now, bowls. Good delivery outside us now. Well played. That was a cracking shot, and she hits it through the offside. 4 runs. That was a square cut on the back foot. Lovely shot. And the score moves up to 83. 83 for 4. That was a lovely shot. Yes, and if you are nearby, remember we have 4 matches today. You can come on down. This is just the second match. First one was won by Melbourne, and Centre now they are in a good position to win this match. But we are going to have some cracker. Think about St. Anne playing against Melbourne. As in she comes now, passes the umpire, bowls, and that delivery bounce, and the batter is on top of it, pushing into the offside, no run. Good delivery, and well played by the batter. So the score remains on 83 for 4, and we are in the 8th over. We are in the 8th over. Alright, and the umpire is checking to make sure that he has the number of deliveries correct, checking with the scorer, and everything is alright now as the bowler comes in, passes the umpire up to the wicket, bowls, full pitch delivery, hit back down to the bowler, well stopped by the bowler, no run, another dot ball, 83 for 4, and we're in over number 8, and that was struck hard. The bowler did well. She was just checking her hand and flashing her hand from pain, but she is okay, and she goes to the top of her mark, turns now, just about ready now to begin to move in. He comes in now and she passes the umpire, bowls, good delivery, hits in the air straight to the, and it's dropped. Oh my goodness me, that was a simple chance, and she just knocked it up into the air. I cannot believe it, and they get a single which takes the score up to 84, and that's the end of over number 8. But St. Anne can afford to do this because they have lots and lots of runs there. Okay, and we are now in over number 9 as she comes in, bowls, and with the push on the onside, they're thinking about a single, but 2 fielders converge and it included the bowler, and there's no run. The score remains on 84 for 4, and it's all over by the shouting now. As in she comes, passes the umpire, bowls, full pitch delivery, batter is in behind it, pushes into the offside, looking like a test cricketer, looking so good. On the back foot, pushing the offside, no run. The score remains on 84 for 4 here at Serpy over. They need 149 runs to win in 1.4 overs. And you know, well, they need 149 off the 10 overs. They are 84 at this time, and they have 1.4 overs to go. In she comes, good delivery, and hits it between 3 fielders. They take 1. They're thinking of a second, and they're going through. It's quite close, and the bowler did not try to run out the person because she thought she was in. So they get 2, and the score goes up to 86. 86 for 4. We're in over number 9. Just 1 over to go after this, and it's just a matter of completing that over. It's not possible for Trelawny to win again, as in become bowls, and that's a delivery outside the off stump, bounces a little bit, the batter swings at it, misses, goes through to be taken by the keeper. And the score is now 86 for 4. And she comes now, begin to move in, passes the umpire, bowls, Full pitch delivery, but hits it in there over the head of over the infield. It goes into towards the boundary. It goes into the boundary now. 4 runs. Love the shot. She hits it over the infield into the boundary. 4 runs. Well played. It's 90 or 4. Just 1.1 I think to go now. As she comes in now, passes the umpire up to the wicket balls. Full pitch delivery, and the batter swings at it, misses, and it went between the batter and the stumps through to the keeper. The end of over number 9, and it's 90 for 4. And they just need 59 runs to win in 1 over. 59 runs required in 1 over. Okay, the final over to be bowled. And of course, Trelawny, they need 59 off this over. Not possible, but they're going to place the over. As in comes our left arm spinner bowls. Full pitch away, swings across the line. She's bowled. She is bowled. My goodness me, that's the second person she's bowling like that. That was a delivery pitch on her about the leg stump, moving into the batsman. She swings across the line and it knocks off the bail, and that's the end of her. It's 5 wickets now, and the final nail has been driven into the coffin of the Trelawny team. So the score is 90 for 5. And she comes now, bowls. Full pitch delivery, and batter is in behind it, push it back in front of her along the offside, and it's fielded by the keeper. No harm done. A very diminutive figure, this batter here. And no, she's quite young. As in she comes now, passes the umpire, left arm spinner bowls. Good delivery, she swings at it, the ball goes in the air, drops short of the fielder, who fields and throws in, and they get a single. So the score goes up now to 91 for 5. And so left arm spinner, the final over of this 10 over side contest. She comes in now, passes the umpire, bowls, good delivery, well pitched. And that, my goodness me, how did that miss? Another coat of varnish and it would have been gone, and they go through and they get a bye.
It's over number 10?
Yes, this is 10 to final over. And just a few deliveries to go. The score is 91. 91 for 5. I think it's 91 for 4. I was saying 5. 91 for 4. In she comes, bowled. And she hits it in the air, going straight to the fielder. Will she take it? Oh yes, well taken. Okay, and that's the end of her, and that's, I think that's the end of them. I don't think it's the end of the over. No, the end of the over. So the score is 92. Now it's 5 wickets. 92 for 5. it's all over by the shouting. As you can see that St. Anne, they have done very well in this match. Their batting really set them apart. And I would love to see that match later on, that cracker between St. Anne and Melbourne. That is going to be a match to behold. At St. Anne and Melbourne. I think that will be the final match later on. Next one should be the under 19 along with Trelawny. This is the final delivery. Final delivery to go. Score is 92 for 5. And she comes now. Goes. Full pitch delivery and she swings at it, misses and she's stumped. And that's the end of the match. That's the end of the match. So it's 92 for 6 in reply to 148 without loss. And that's a comprehensive win by the St. Anne team. Well done, St. Anne. Congratulations. Well tried, Trelawny. We'll look forward to the other matches later on. So that is the end of the match with St. Anne winning. And of course, Trelawny, they tried hard, but they couldn't reach 100. And St. Anne had made 148. So we're going to take a break and then we come up with the next match, which will begin shortly. Thank you.